Hey, Shalom. This is Brother Yumanathan. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, Bahashim, Rakakadash. I want to give double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. And I want to say Shalom to all the brothers and, of course, the few sisters who are pursuing this truth in sincerity. All right? May the blessing of election be upon your house. All right, so I want to play this clip for you guys I seen today online, and just to back up the point that the truth is everywhere. The truth is absolutely every man. Mainstream people know your typical Jake. You walk down the street, see us at camp. Everybody knows, which lets you know what time we're getting to, man. This thing is about to be, the elect must, almost be sealed. All right, especially with all the prophecies playing out the way that they're playing out. So in this clip, I don't know who these. It looked like some Israel guys, a Israel guy talking to these Edomites, and he's acknowledging that who the actual children of Israel are. He says some things that are off in the clip. We'll stop it and we'll talk about that when he does. And yeah, with no further ado, man, here's the clip.
Are facts, and movie theater says they don't want you to. That's probably white America's biggest fear is Israel waking up,
and that is that Edoms are in our nemesis, our enemy. That is their biggest fear. The so-called white man's biggest fear is Israel waking up, man. The apostles, they always tell a story about they were out teaching one day, and a guy jumped out of a limousine, Edomite guy, and he said, "We paid millions and billions of dollars to hide this information. How did you find this out?" And, I truly believe that story, man. It all they did to wash away the history, the images. All right, you go to verse. Let's go to Maccabees. Let me get it. It's written in the scriptures. All right, First Maccabees 3:48. That they would try to, hide the truth from the nation of Israel after, and it's prophesied it will be disconnected from our heritage. Jeremiah 17:4. All right, but this is First Maccabees 3:48. And laid open the book of the law, wherein the heathen had sought to paint the likeness of their images. When it comes to this book, man, when it comes to the word of God, they've painted the likeness of their images. They made it seem as though, oh, they're the chosen people. When we go into prophecy, we find out that they're not. But that was prophecy that would be disconnected. It's prophecy that would do what they did. You talk about the Renaissance period, that whole time, all right, was when this Edomite came back into power, because we were ruling in Europe for 1,000-year period. When they came back in the rulership, their goal was to orchestrate this lie. All right, but yeah, that is the Edomite's biggest fear. Now, after this, he's going to go on to say, and a problem with, and they cut the clip off, so I don't know what his interview's seen it online. I saved it, but he says something about it doesn't help on the corners. So honestly, they don't have the whole truth, and the Lord will reveal certain truths to people for edification's sake, to build up the body. But he says something that doesn't help with the camps. Well, he doesn't, and that is prophecy as well, and it's a commandment that the men of the Lord go out on the highways and byways, be in the chief place of concourse and the gates of the city, and tell the people who they are. All right, let's go to it really quick. We'll go get it. Isaiah 58:1. Thou spare not, lift up thy a trumpet and shew my. Yeah, we speak and we lift up our voice, man. We go out there, we speak boldly with authority. Okay. Cry aloud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and shew my people their transgression, and the house of Jacob their sin. So it's a commandment that you go out on the highways and byways. It's really strange, and that you do it instant, in season and out of season. You have a lot of people that during the wintertime they take hiatuses. That's not what a man of the Lord is going to be doing. A true man of the Lord is not going to be taking hiatuses. He's going to be what? Let's get it. Instant, in season, and out of season. 2 Timothy 4:2, preach the word, be instant in season, out of season, reprove, rebuke, okay, exhort with all long suffering. A lot of what we're going to be doing is rebuking, telling people when they're going off. Is that hating? Now you go to Wisdom of Solomon 5. Let's go there really quick. Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter. We're going to be standing boldly in front of the faces of have afflicted us. This is Wisdom of Solomon 5:1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as afflicted him. Who afflicted the nation of Israel? Who is afflicted to this day? Edom. Okay. And made no account of his labors. Now, what else did I want to get? I slipped in my mind now. I had a precept in my head. Arouse at 50:81. Oh yeah, we're supposed to speak with that great boldness. All right, the same way Yahushua spoke as one having authority. All right, so we're going to be out there. Hey man, you're going wrong. You're going off. This is wrong. This is what's right. This is what the Lord tells us to do. This is the pathway to life. This is the pathway to have access to the safe haven in the day of trouble. All right, let me and people, they look at us strange the same way they looked at Yahushua strange when he spoke with that you know that authority. Let me get it. All right, so this is Matthew 7, and let me start up at 28. Let me see here. Where do I want to start? And so it's the parable about, building your house upon that rock, that foundation. So, but we'll get straight to the point. I'm not going to read that whole thing. You know what? Yes, I am. Matthew 7, and we'll start at 4. All right. It says, therefore, whosoever heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them, I will liken him unto a wise man which built his house upon a rock. And his knowledge, wisdom, and understanding is that rock. Okay. Yahushua is our rock. Okay. Through him, we have the word. He was the word made flesh. Okay. Therefore, whosoever heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them, you got to be a doer of the word, not a hearer only, like it talks about in James. I will liken him unto a wise man which built his house upon the rock. Now, this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding is going to be what? The stability of our times. Okay? And that's what you want to have, man. When everything hits the fan, when shit hits the fan, you want to have that stability. You ever seen, I like basketball, right? I like to watch it and all that. So you can tell a point guard that's wet behind the ear as opposed to when that season. Same thing with quarterbacks. When in those big moments and when it's winning time and playoffs, when everything's on the line, you could tell the person who has been groomed in adversity and can keep a cool head and make the proper decisions when things are tough. When things are moving fast, they've been groomed. And when you're taking on this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, and you're reading every day, you're being diligent, you're grooming yourself so you're that seasoned point guard or you're that seasoned, quarterback, when the heat is on. Okay, verse 25. And the rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew and beat upon that house, and it fell not, for it was founded upon a rock. Rock solid foundation, man. It was good. All right, verse 26. And everyone that heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them not should be likened unto a foolish man which built his house upon the sand. And if you've been to the beach and you built the sand castle too close to the tide, it's washed away, man. The minute that water hits that sand castle, the foundations of it are eroded. All right, verse 27. And the rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew and beat upon that house, and it fell. And great was the fall of it. And it came to pass when Yahushua has ended these things, the people were astonished at his doctrine, for he taught as one having authority and not as the scribes. And we speak the same way. We're we're messengers, you know, from Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah, man. So we speak with that great authority. And that throws a lot of people off, but it's the Spirit of the Lord. It's not us speaking. We're simply like whistles that the Lord blows through. No? Yeah, and we'll go to Proverbs 1 just to continue on with the point. Then I'll play the rest of the clip. I almost forgot about the clip. All right. Proverbs 1:22. 20. Wisdom crieth without, she uttereth her voice in the street. So in the clip, this guy's about to say, and it doesn't help with the camps, and then they like cut it and they jump to another part of the interview, which, you know, I couldn't find the full interview. If somebody does know where it is, you know, put it in the comment board, or whatever, and then I can actually run. I'll do a part 2. All right, but it's going to be in the streets, man, the chief place of concourse, like it says in verse 2. All right, so here's the rest of the clip.
Are facts, and movie theater says they don't want you to. That's probably white America's biggest fear is Israel waking up. And what really doesn't help is when you have groups like the camps that are standing on street corners, people that know the truth. But I think it's more the curses. I think people may be playing in a system they don't even know they're a player. It's a chess match where people don't even realize they're a pawn.
Yeah.
You know, as far as the culture, I mean, it's well documented that Planned Parenthood was, there's no question that they're outside of all major cities, African American. And you can go back and read the founder of Planned Parenthood, and she's completely honest what the reason was. There's no question about the drugs in the inner cities and you know, basically, you know, I think it's orchestrated. But at the same time, Israel's a dangerous place. So these movies are based on somewhat facts as well. Same thing with the hip hop community and rap music. You know, there's places in America that are like war zones, and it's Israel against Israel. And those facts are facts. And, you know, when a movie theater says they don't want you to do it, that's probably white America's biggest fear is Israel waking up.
Yeah. So he mentioned the curses. Okay. And I made a video yesterday. It was a short. I said to all the retractors and the apologists, could you at least acknowledge that the curses are going to be upon the nation of Israel? And not only that, they're going to be upon the nation of Israel until the Lord returns. You go to the last book of the scriptures, man, Revelation 22:3. It tells you upon the Lord's return and the setting up of the kingdom, that's when there's going to be no more curse. Those curses are going to be taken off. Okay. So the nation of Israel would technically still be under the curses. Do the people calling themselves Jewish in the Holy Land, which are converts, are they under the curses? Do they fit the curses in Deuteronomy 28? Top to bottom? No, they don't, man. You see, he talked about Planned Parenthood as well. Who is, you know, the black woman, I'll just say it. The black woman by far has the most abortions out of all races of women. Is not one of the curses that she would hate the children of her womb? That there would be enmity between the man and the woman, that the man would leave, the man would be taken out of home. Are none of these things that they ought not all play out to a specific nation, a demographic of people? Can it at least be acknowledged that the curses will be upon Israel? All we ask. And if that can be acknowledged, identify who the curses fit. From top to bottom, who do they fit today? Hands down, and by far, it's the so-called Black, Latino, and Native Americans, man. It was put upon us for a sign and a wonder. He also mentioned, you know, Israel's a dangerous place. And it is. Your eye shall be evil towards your brother. That's a curse. So it's friction within our community, man. It's just violence and nonsense perpetually going on, man. And that too is for what? For a sign and a wonder. Yeah, it has to be acknowledged. The fact that the curse is upon Israel, man, it has to be acknowledged. And who those curses fit today. You know? Yeah, man. There's this truth it can't be hid. Everybody knows. And he's apologist allude from LA. Jim, he put up a beautiful video. It was very cinematic. Short clip of vocab. And actually, man, let me see if I could go here. Go to you real quick. And we'll play that. Because really all they're doing when they're sending they're paying these guys off to come against the truth, really all they're doing is making more people inquire. And then when the elect that actually do hear the truth, they're going to be taken by it. They're going to be gripped up, because this isn't for everybody to get. This isn't a numbers game. This is for the elect to get it. The election hath obtained it. Romans 11:7. So long as the information is getting out there and the elect come across it, even if they hear it from vocab, they're going to say, well, let me see about it. What are these guys saying? Boom. That's it. Once they hear it, the elect, that fire is going to be ignited. That sleeper agent, when he hears the name and he hears that code, he's going to wake up out of it, man. He's going to inquire. He's going to be edified. And once the elect is sealed, man, all hell's going to break loose in this place. You guys know. Now, let me go to my page, because I believe I shared it. Go to my channel. Go to the community tab, because I shared the brother's video. All right. All right. And then I can share the tab with you guys here. Chrome tab. Let me go to this. Make it full screen for you guys. And let's watch it, man.
Oh, he's black. Call him Coon. Call him Coon. What's your good time? Call him Coon.
I was corny too, man. He's so fucking corny. Oh, this man is corny, man. But hey, this devil, he's paid this guy off to come up against the truth. He's paid this guy off to basically curse us. The same way when you go to Numbers 22, the Moabites, they were trying to get Balaam to curse it, but he couldn't do it. Okay, you can't do it, baby.
Private eye for Yahshua. Shalom.
My name is John Mark Reeser. I'm enrolled at Phoenix Seminary in the Master of Arts of Biblical Leadership program.
This guy's a Jew. And you'll see Elder Yashawamba say it. That is a beautiful video, brother. This fire. You put this together well, man. Jewish surnames. Asking us. Jump all the way down. Riser. Why is that your last name? I didn't. Just mortification, man. I don't think this guy's a Jake. You know, sometimes they're like, he might be a Jake. No, this nigga, he wicked.
My name is John Mark Reeser.
This guy's focus. What is his focus? That we can't be Israelites. It could be anybody but us. And to justify that the so-called Edomite, the so-called white man, that he's not the Edomite and that the Edomites died off. No, they didn't. They converted to Judaism. They can, and that's documented, man, by Christianity's top scholars.
My name is John Mark Reeser.
What? All of your videos are against Muslims and Hebrew Israelites because you technically, secretly, you're trying to link us to terrorism.
And they still trying to link us to that bullshit. That's why you see the guy, I forgot his name already, Frank James. A guy like that, they had a YouTube page that was Prophet of Truth 88. They took it down. They had the guy in Pittsburgh that shot up the synagogue, the guy in New Jersey that shot up the Jewish store. They're setting up and they're paying these guys off to put us in a category so that they can justify rolling on us, baby. We know what it is. We can, it's nothing we can do to stop it. But one thing that's really irritating though, you got the guys like Sakari, and I might have to let me see, man. I seen this earlier today. This nigga, you got to making it easier for him, man. We know they gonna do it, but don't make it easy for them. Simple ass niggas, man. And we know the weapons of our warfare are spiritual to the pulling down of strongholds. It's not carnal. We're not going to deliver ourselves by our own means. Some brothers gonna have spiritual power, but it ain't gonna be by the gun. That's Esau's blessing. You simple ass nigga. And you gonna get a lot of people killed. The same way those zealots did in 70 AD, how they got a lot of people killed for no goddamn reason. You the niggas are those same spirits coming back, man. Clearly.
Right, baby. All praises to the Most High. You know what's going on, man. What's going on, brothers? You know how we're doing it. What's that? That's a 100 round drum. That shit got the T's on it. They got the nuts on it. You know what's going on. Deacon Sakari, baby.
These niggas, and I'm calling them niggas, man, because they're indistinguishable from niggas. They niggas with fringes. I said it in my lesson earlier. These niggas, they're still niggas with an Israelite twist, bro. That's all it is. Back to
Agent, you're so cute, man. And your time is up. Let's go.
How did you get into this? I'm just super
how did you get into this, vocab?
curious to know like what led to all this.
Well, one day I was chilling, and I heard a knock on the door, and it was a man in a black suit, and he said, "I'm a Jesuit, and we want to hire you. We've got some Vatican money." And I said, okay. Do you have any other credentials? And he also told me he worked for the FBI, and I was in.
Yes. Private Eye Services. Shalom. They generally don't like the term black in front of it. They view it as racist, although that's anachronistic. What I'm retconning, I'll say that instead. Because in their own history, they used to call themselves black Israelites. But more and more, they actually view it as racist.
Man, he goes to this old books from things like this. But again, like I said, as long as the elect run across the information, they're going to begin to seek anyway. So what he's doing is actually counterproductive. There's nothing they can do to the prophecies of the Most High from playing out. The elect are going to get this thing, man, hands down. All right.
Racist. So I just say Hebrew Israelites, usually with quotation marks, because it's a contentious phrase or ID.
You're an agent. You're a so-called Jew, man. Your time is up, Jay. That's right.
One day I was chilling, and I heard a knock on the door, and it was a man in a black suit, and he said, "I'm a Jesuit, and we want to hire you. We've got some Vatican money." And I said, okay. Do you have any other credentials? And he also told me he worked for the FBI, and I was.
Yeah, man, and his brother, he makes beautiful videos. GMS, get this work. Tune in if you can. All right, go back here. All right, so hey, just a quick lesson, man. This truth is out there, and time is the essence. This thing is time sensitive. You should be trying to offend less, man. Seeking the Lord with all your strength, pedal to the floor, man, because we're almost out of here, man. Prophecies are playing. MOTB is in the works. The financial collapse is right at the door. Famine in the works. War, rumors of war in the works. All these things are right here. But Jake is still in that spirit of mirth, man. Still trying to establish himself and thinking long haul in this devil's kingdom, man. You gotta have a job, you gotta have work, you gotta have income. But we seek new heavens and a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness. Keep that in mind, man. Remember that. All right. So with that being said, I'm gonna give all praises once more to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem Kadash. Gonna give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. It's his shalom to all the brothers, and of course, a few sisters who are pursuing the truth and sincerity, right? May the blessing of election be upon your house. Shalom.